Now, your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, a bit of a gloomy end to our weekend as low pressure has brought some scattered showers and lots of cloud cover throughout our Sunday here. Temperatures did reach into the 60s right around lunch hour, but with that rainfall, it really cooled things off, and now we are already into the 40s as we continue throughout our night hour. So still windy conditions, and we have a very rainy week to talk about ahead. I'll be tracking all of those showers coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5:30.
Greatest risk during this pandemic is folks not being aware that we're here.
She's talking about Courage Connection, a domestic violence shelter. They want to remind victims where they can go if and when they're in danger. Good evening, I'm Mark Maxwell.
And I'm Jen Lask. Since COVID, they have seen an uptick in who they're helping. The pandemic has forced lots of groups to adapt, and Courage Connection has done just that. WCIA 3's Gabrielle Cook joins us. And Gabrielle, tell us about some of those changes.
Yeah, well, they've had to add the typical safety measures like mask and enhanced cleaning, but they've also managed to continue to offer every service, and now they're accepting donations again.
Domestic abuse and violence can take on many forms. Obviously, physical abuse, which is something that most of us are aware of, but also verbal abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse, even spiritual abuse.
Courage Connection CEO Elizabeth McGreal-Cook wants people to know the different types of domestic abuse, especially during Domestic Violence Awareness Month. She says abusive relationships can also affect children in a big way.
Provide community education in middle schools and high schools so that kids can learn to recognize what safe relationships look like.
The shelter has seen an increase in victims looking for help. Court advocate Bryce Decker says COVID plays a role.
Before COVID, they had their own strategies of staying safe. Now with stay-at-home orders, trying to wear masks, stay away from people, that limits their options.
Some of their other resources include emergency shelter, counseling, and legal guidance. Legal help can offer a sense of comfort when facing an abuser.
The people that commit this kind of abuse, they do not stop just because they're in the courthouse. They try to intimidate in the courthouse, try to scare somebody away. So we're there, we can kind of shield them for that.
Last year, they helped 1,000 people, and the feedback from some remind Cook why she does this kind of work.
She said, I'm healthy and my family's healthy, and I'm so grateful for that support. You do definitely see people quietly reaching out to you in the community.
Courage Connection is also planning on an event where survivors can tell their story. This can also be seen as a form of healing for people in abusive relationships. For details on getting in touch with Courage Connection, you can go to our website, WCIA.com.
All right, thank you, Gabrielle. Some information to keep in mind about domestic violence. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced physical violence. 1 in 15 children are exposed to intimate partner violence. A majority of physical abuses are committed by dating partners rather than spouses.
Illinois' COVID-19 infection rate continues to rise, reaching a 7-day rolling average of 5.3% today, with more than 4,200 new confirmed cases. More than 2,000 patients are hospitalized statewide, more than 400 of them in intensive care, and 22 people died with COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. And in this case, it's not just one corner of the state trending in the wrong direction. All 11 regions have reported consecutive days with increases in infection rates and hospitalizations. Governor Pritzker went on CNN State of the Union this morning and responded to President Trump's remarks yesterday that Illinois could, quote, use a new governor. The president told his supporters at a Wisconsin rally Illinois should open up. The governor said President Trump has made it impossible to open up any more than we already are.
He's modeling bad behavior. He doesn't wear a mask in public. He has rallies where they don't encourage people to wear masks in public. Truly, this is now, rhetoric that people understand, and particularly in rural areas in my state, that, well, the president doesn't wear a mask. We don't need to wear a mask. It's not that dangerous. The truth of the matter is that it is very dangerous, and even if there are therapeutics that are coming online that are helping people, our hospitalizations are going up.
Pritzker said we're heading into a new wave of the coronavirus, not just in Illinois, but nationwide. He also says his administration here in Illinois has not looked at any statewide closures or restrictions, but each of the state's 11 regions could face individual restrictions as the infection rates and hospitalization rates continue to climb. And as COVID cases rise in parts of central Illinois, some school districts are switching to remote.
That's right, and Danville and Monticello's districts put out updates for parents this weekend. Danville Superintendent Alicia Geddes says there has been a recent spike in cases in the district. They are going fully remote starting tomorrow. Danville plans to gradually bring students back starting November 4th. And in Monticello, the high school will be switching to remote instruction tomorrow through the 23rd.
One person was hurt after a field fire destroyed a house near Donaldson in Montgomery County. A mix of gusty wind and dry conditions there led to a field fire that spread across 7 miles yesterday. One firefighter from Shoal Creek was taken to a hospital because of smoke and debris in the eye. Roughly a dozen departments responded, getting that fire under control last night.
Firefighters also responded to a brush fire this morning around 10 on Goldenrod Drive in Savoy. The fire department says it was called in as a downed power line, and people nearby say they heard a loud explosion and saw flames coming out of the bushes. Officials say this dry weather has them concerned.
With the wind, it is a concern in the cities and out in the country as well, certainly for field fires in the country. But even in the city, you still have to be on a little extra alert when things are so dry and windy.
Ameren, Illinois reported almost 430 customers lost power after the line went down. That has since been restored. Still to come on WCIA News at 5:30, a coronavirus outbreak behind bars in central Illinois. How many inmates came down with COVID-19 and where they could end up next.
Also tonight, a lawsuit could cost this cash-strapped central Illinois city $10 million. Why police say they're not to blame for this man's death.
To track showers moving on into central Illinois, but how long will they be lasting? I'll have that answer right after this.